Because of Flashdance.
Right.
So yeah, that was like...
So yeah, what year? That's early
That
80s?
was, wow, that came out in '83, Flashdance. Right. So when we did David Letterman's show, I mean, that was kind of wild. I'm gonna fucking go all out today, because I don't give a fuck anymore.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
So we get set up to do the show, and the dude that I was with doing the show was coming off of being high the night before.
Is that Ken Swift?
Yeah, so he was all fucked up, and we're like, oh shit, how we gonna do these routines?
And was this acid back then? Was it acid back then? What y'all was on?
No, acid. Y'all weren't doing acid.
Everybody did acid.
Yeah?
Why?
I don't know why I don't see B-boys and doing acid.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't see B-boys as stick-up kids too. And,
right.
You know, we were living double lives.
For sure.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, so it was wild. So doing that, not knowing how that was gonna turn out.
Right.
And then, but the whack shit was a while ago after that I see David Letterman in a restaurant, and I'm thinking like, all right, well, he's probably cool. I tell the waiter, hey, you know, I'd like to go say hi to him. Can you let him know? And he's like, no.
Because of that experience with you guys?
Huh? No, it's just he's a dick.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Well, whatever, that's him.
Right, so nothing happened on the show like...
No, it was all good, thankfully.
I heard you, this is like the third time I heard you say, you didn't really like him when you was there.
Nah, I didn't like him.
Wow. What was this? Is it dry humor?
Yeah, it's that dry humor that I didn't get coming from where I come from, because I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's stupid.
Right.
You know? Right. And that's, you know, at that time, even though like, you know, we're dancing and we were running wild, like in Central Park, robbing people and doing...
Right, I got the Central Park, so you're going too fast.
Yeah.
So, I got all that.
But wait, the reason why you guys were there was what did you do for the movie? Consult on the movie?
No, so we danced in Flashdance at the beginning, and then at the end, I actually doubled for her. They wanted me to teach the girls how to spin on that back in 24 hours. And I'm like, all right, that's not possible.
Right.
So they ended up having me come in the next day and like, hey, you know, the director, Adrian Lyons, like, hey, you know, would you mind dressing up as a woman or whatever, leotard and all this other stuff.
And then you keep your mustache or something like that?
No, well, first of all, I'm like this. I'm talking to dude like this. I'm like, yo, you know, that's money. That's the money sign. Like, I'm not even really talking to the dude. I just like, fucking ignorant Bronx dude, with 17 years old, and I'm like this in the dude's face. And he's like, all right, cool. And we want you to shave. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. So I just keep doing that. And I just did it, man. I was just like, fuck it.
Right.
I did it.
And I also like recently doing the studies, I didn't know that break dancing was frowned upon. The word break dance.
Yeah.
Is it, that's what it is, break dance?
Yeah, it doesn't. So the word breakdancing doesn't come from hip hop. It came from my former manager.
The manager, the white lady, right?
Cool Lady Blue. And she misspoke in a meeting, and she was also our publicist.
Right.
So she was the one.
Because y'all laughed at her when she said that.
We would just, I mean, we would, man, I was maybe 16 when she did that, 15.
Right.
And, you know, she got a British accent. We're from the Bronx. Right. And we're like, she said breakdancing.
Right.
So yeah, we was just fucking with her, but we didn't know that she was feeding it out there like that, and that's how it got into the press.
Right.
A lot of people say the media made that term up when it was her.
It was her, single-handedly. And then once they heard it, that was going what was called back then, what's called now viral.
Right.
Like it made its way around.
And we had the most press back then.
Right.
You know, for that period of time and what we were doing, nobody was getting more
press. When you say we,
Rocksteady. Rocksteady,
right.
Yeah.
So you literally, like, let's just take it back to the beginning. You literally went on the first hip-hop tour?
Yep. I went on...
Hold on. Let's make some noise for that. Let's make some noise for that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, wait the fuck a minute. So, because you gotta remember, everyone is thinking this is a fad at this time, right? Everyone is thinking that this is black people's and Puerto Rican people's version of rock and roll. It's not gonna be successful. It's gonna be just successful to them. But you guys went on, this was not a world tour. This was the first tour, but it was in America, right?
No. So there was two tours. There was one, the first curated hip hop show, for the sake of presenting it to the downtown scene, was curated by a man named Henry Chalfant.
Okay.
And a lot of people confuse the word graffiti rock with the Michael Holman show that was on TV with Run DMC versus Treacherous 3.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
so
Okay.
Graffiti Rock was a curated show at a place called the Kitchen Center for Performing Arts in maybe 1980.
Wow.
That's a couple of years before the Graffiti Rock show on TV. And Henry Chalfant had got T-Kid as a graffiti writer to do the backdrop. Rocksteady crew, we split ourselves up to perform a battle as two different crews. And then you have Fat Five Freddy, DJ Spy, and this dude named DJ Spy and Ramelzi, who weren't supposed to be there. And I found out some dirt. Shall I air it out?
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Henry Chalfant told me that, well, I talked to Fat Five Freddy, and I was trying to get like Code Crusher Fantastic. So Fred injected himself and his boys.
He became the MC,
and that's how he got his thing in terms of being a performer in the scene.
Let's make some noise for Fat Five Freddy. That was some crappy shit, but it worked out.
The first swindle.
Right. So when you say the two first tours, so you say,
so that was the Kitchen. After that, had a 12-city tour. So it was myself, Frosty Freeze, Fat Five Freddy, DJ Spy, and then it was just like a collective of like jazz and rock and punk artists going on a 12-city tour between the States, Midwest, and Canada. And then after that, we started performing regularly downtown. So the first curated club events for hip hop presented to the masses and being covered by like the Village Voice, New York Times, Daily News, all that stuff.
And just sorry to interject, but to be clear, there's no MCs. There's nobody rapping on this tour, is there?
Who was? Oh, well, you talking about the Kitchen tour?
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, that was Fat Five Freddy.
He was actually rhyming? I thought he was just like hosting, MCing and as a host.
I'm just going to say we were high a lot on that one. So I don't really remember. But so... You know, he was master of ceremonies and dropping a little some rhymes. And then this guy, DJ Spy, he was really dope. He's from Brooklyn. He was rocking out on the turntables. And then shortly after that, we started doing shows in the downtown scene, the first downtown club to ever have a hip-hop curated show. Besides the Kitchen, because the Kitchen was an arts center. It was a place called Negril. Then it went to...
I got my notes, baby. I got my notes.
You see, let me tell you something.
I ain't gonna lie, you're still in my interview because look, I was about to say this is one of my questions.
But wait, before you say that,
before you get to the grill. I told people because somebody's like, "Yo, but does Nori know his shit?" I'm like, "Yo, Nori's good. Nori's good."
Look, that's in my. It says the Grill nightclub considered to be hip hop's first nightclub. Is that the truth?
I wouldn't say that. I would say in terms of presenting hip hop to the downtown scene.
Right.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
T Connection, Audubon Ballroom, Ecstasy Garage.
But that's in the Bronx.
All the stuff up in and then Harlem World.
Okay.
Places I used to go to.
The way that you're saying all this, it makes me feel like the dancers and the graffiti artists and the DJs were more in the forefront at this point.
Definitely. Easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me, look, 'cause I don't want to get back to this subject, but bear with me if